Good morning. Actually, it's not morning. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. I saw this tweet from this fucking dude today and was like, it would just be quicker to fucking make a quick video and put that in a reply. And then I thought, what if, hey, Carol, I'm dealing with some fan questions. Gonna do some troll training. Little guy named Pete, little fella named Petey. So he's got like 6 things that he wants to say to me. And I just thought it would be easier to address them in a video, turn it into content, turn it into some watch hours. You know how it is. You know how it is. Okay. First off, let's check out who Petey is. Who is Pete? Pete follows me. I do not follow Pete. Pete joined in 2020. All right. So Pete is uh Jesus. Jesus, bro. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Oh my god. Come on, man. Where does it start to clean up a little? It doesn't. He's got the sisters on the brain. What's this? I don't know. Is that his art? It starts to clear out a little bit. Just kind of curious who he is. Um, no art or anything. Just weird political shit. And then recently just really fixated on Eric July, penises. Last of the Seekers, and these chicks. He's really bent about those girls, about that artwork. And this picture is just his fucking go-to fap image. That one or this one. Fuck, man. Yara. More Ethan stuff, some Yara shit, some anime. More Yara. And then some of the girls. So it says Matt Barr. Number 1. Let's just go over them real quick. Hell to the chat. This is just gonna be real quick. It's fan, you gotta answer the fans, So first one, number one. Number one. Matt Bar 6, you are the new CG, not me, stupid. All right. So I showed up in May of 2021. He showed up in April 2001. So just about a year. So, I mean, chill, bro. You've been here a year more, and when I go through your media, you're not you haven't really done anything. Number two. So it's like my new CG. You clearly don't understand what I mean by new CG, and we all know what new CG is. And that was what the original comment was that I was doing. New CG is nothing but fucking pedo friendly dick and veto. And you add in all that fucking other weird shit. That's new CG. Add in fucking weird AI artwork that Tony's trying to fucking pass off. You just look at it and see and tell, dude. People just tell, like, who fucking draws like a sword like that? AI does. Who tries to pass off AI artwork like that? A fucking grifter. So it's funny that you call Dick and Vito pedos. Well, I didn't. I said they're pedo friendly. I said they use pedophile humor. I say I don't like their fucking humor, but I mean, if you want to do like the whole Juju the cow thing, and you want to go to Kiwi Farms and read some of Vito's shit, you know, feel free. Just get ready to take a shower afterwards. I don't know how true it is, but it's like screenshots of old tweets and stuff, and it's pretty vile. It's pretty vile stuff. So that's what I'm talking about. Um, they're like, what do they call themselves? Non-offending, right? They're like non-offending maps or something like that. It's just fucked up. It's like they're playing with words, but we all know what they really are. And then of course he brings up Vic King, anyone, and I'm sure you're going really hard at Dark Gift for his choice of friends too. Well, I gotta tell you, Dark Gift had no idea that Vic King was a pedophile because Vic King isn't his real name. His real name is Robert Kincaid. His real name was Robert Kincaid. Okay. So when you meet somebody online and for several years they're giving you a fake name, you know, how was Dark Gift supposed to know that? And then as soon as he did find out, he fucking took care of that. He got rid of all the artwork and got rid of any connection to Robert Kincaid. Whole bunch of people jumped in and helped get the artwork covered. Bunch of people jumped in, helped, got rid of all of his shit. You know, it's like the old Egyptian things where they talk about like fucking scraping the fucking person's name off the walls. Like that was pretty much what happened within 24, 48 hours. There was no trace of any of Vic King's stuff on any of Dark Gift's stuff that I'm aware of, right? And it bothered him, man. It really did bother Tony a lot. It really bothered Dark Gift because Dark Gift, he really does try to be a good guy. He really does try to put give everybody a chance, even if they're a little weird. And I thought Vic King was a little odd. I didn't work with him at all. I didn't hire him. Like I'm an artist, so why would I hire another artist? You know what I mean? And the one time that I was on a stream with him, I was on an Ethan stream. So it was him, me, Ethan, maybe one or two other people. I don't recall. You know, you can go back and check it. But he was showing off his Beowar. Showing off his Beowar campaign. So he was there like promoting that. And that was what Ethan was doing, was helping with that. Not that Ethan was fucking helping the guy at all either, but it's funny that people are like trying to throw around the Vic King like it's a fucking like it's a frisbee with dog shit on it or something. Hey, Vic King, catch. Like, fuck that. I'm not playing that game. I'm not playing that game. And no, I didn't go hard on him at all. I didn't go hard on Dark Gift at all. The guy has a big heart and tries to help out people. Uh, you know, like like Vic King, like Lame, you know, helping these people, and then they just like get crazy or do crazy shit like this. It's unfortunate. So no, I'm not gonna go hard on him. Number three, who the fuck is Tony, and why are you bringing him up? Well, I'm bringing him up, dumbass, because he's part of New CG. Dur, derp. See, you're so far up Ethan's ass with this whole Eric July thing that you're apparently like not seeing like the rest of the comic skate. You're not seeing like what else is going on around you. Tony is part of the Eric July grift. He showed up with the Eric July grift. He's got his comics that he wants to do. But I mean, he's got a guy in Australia, but like I don't think the guy honestly drew it. It looked like AI artwork for this book, and he was like, and everybody got super pissy at me. But when Tony Frogman, which is like, dude, Frogman, like you didn't Google that. You got to Google that shit, dude. It's already a Marvel. It's already a Marvel IP. Watch him pull that shit out and then try to shut you down. Anyways, so he's like talking about my artwork, insulting it, which is fine. But like he like then tried to flex by showing his new cover to his book, which was some sort of like Afro samurai Nick Nick Cage in Harlem kind of a thing going on. And it was just like, holy shit, bro. Like, so it just opened it up. Like, if you're gonna insult me and then present some artwork as a flex, then the artwork that you're presenting like just becomes fucking fair game, right? Just because it's fair game. So I just started fucking just taking shits on it. But it wasn't that hard because like the handle of the sword looked like a cucumber. And then when we were like asking the guy to like show fucking, he was like, "Yeah, I used a reference." And it was like, "Well, what reference did you use?" I can't show you the photo. It was fucking really weird. And then the guy like wanted to fight me in a fucking boxing ring and like wanted to get a referee and shit. It was fucking crazy. Um so that's who Tony is. So I think that Tony is generating either shit art, like some of the artwork that I've seen is like really shit, and then some of the artwork that halfway is okay. It looks like it's like AI. So it's like I think a lot of the artwork that he's trying to pump for his comic book is AI artwork. And it's my opinion, right? Like I'm not stating it as a fact, but it's my opinion that his shit looks fucking AI. And that's who Tony is. Number four, show me where Riley and Mint touched you on the doll. This is the interesting one, right? So it's not like they touched me on the doll, but they've definitely done some serious trolling. Some serious trolling where first it started with fucking rape threats, which is like I don't know what the fucking think about that. He has a track record of showing up at people's fucking places when he gets addresses. So I just didn't want somebody showing up at my fucking house. Right? So he says this shit, I block him. His girlfriend loses her fucking mind and starts coming at me. Right? And somebody's like, "Man, she's autistic." So I'm like, Jesus. Okay, so I block her. Right? So I block her. So what do? Then they then start a so these people are blocked, right? And that's what you do. You're like, I don't want to fight with these people. I just want to fucking get away from them and create some distance. So I block them. So what do? They fucking create a fucking rape Matt Barr fucking website and link it to a YouTube video where he's buying a rape kit and duct tape. Then so then they start doing more videos, and while they're doing these videos, like Ethan's showing up on their channel and like asking them how their day is and shit. Not like, hey, maybe you guys could like stop with the fucking rape stuff. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Just like, hey, how's it going? Oh, it's going great. Anyways, back to raping Matt Barr. It was like, so I'm like not fucking watching this stuff. I'm not watching any of the fucking videos that they're creating. Which that you know, I don't know if that helped or not. But so then last week they're like, okay, well, instead of raping Matt Barr, let's start calling him a rapist. So then Mint Salad starts fucking telling everybody that I'm 100% certified rapist. And then they make a fucking another website that says, Matt Barr is a rapist.com, and it links it back to my YouTube channel. Right? So while this is all happening, this is pretty fucked up, right? So while this is happening, they're also like going after John Longbox and his channel. They're fucking with him while he has Eric on his show. He's like completely neutral, just like trying to interview Eric, and they're on there super chatting and fucking with him so that they can have something to EFAP later. So they're fucking with other creators. They're fucking with CG creators, and several of them. And then Ethan is going on their channel and just like, hey, how's it going, guys? All right, cool, awesome. Talk to you later. And then they're he makes a statement that I'm fighting with everybody and that Mint Salad is cool, and fucking, that they pay him thousands of dollars in support, and that he's not going to say anything about what they're doing. So it's just like, all right, well, sounds like you're paid for. So that's the thing with them, man. It's just like they showed up and they have like fucking like money from fucking piss porn and shit, and it's like that part I don't care. It's how they're using the money is like pretty fucked up, to be honest. That's what I think. And like it all started because Riley thought that I called Vito a pedo, which I didn't. Right? So they're EFAPing us. It's not us EFAPing them. They're EFAPing us, and they decide to fucking like kick something off with like, Matt Barr, you called Vito a pedo. Now I'm coming for you. It was like, what the fuck? So like that's my problem with them. Right? They're throwing around lots of money, and Ethan is accepting that money. They're paying for memberships and shit. And so naturally he's like going on their side. He's like picking their side. So whatever. I mean, that's not me fucking bouncing out of Comicsgate. It's just me and this guy who I thought we were kind of friends, who I've like done some work for, is like a complete, I don't know, a sellout, you know? And he's like selling out to like the nastiest fucking people. So that's what I think. That's where they touched me on my doll. It's just like, dude, I don't understand like how hard this is. Like it's super simple. Like I don't like fucking pedo humor. I don't like jokes about kids. I don't like the normalization of shit, of like sexual stuff presented to our kids. And I don't I don't like supporting or working with people who encourage the sexual exploitation of autistic people. I just think it's fucking gnarly. Pissing on somebody and then slapping somebody with autism is just, I don't know. I just think it's fucked up. And I could say that. I could judge that. I could say, you know what? I think that's fucked up. I think what you're doing is fucked up. Well, how can you do that, Matt Bart? Well, it's very easy. Like, if they're not talking shit about me, they're fucking judging Eric July. They're judging comic books. They're judging other people's content. They're judging other people's content, mocking it and ridiculing it and talking shit about it. So I don't see anything wrong with talking about it, ridiculing it, about what they're doing, because it's fucking gross and it's sad. It's super, super fucking sad. And I just wanted to block these people. That's all I wanted to do. And I did it like over a month ago. What's up, fucking Froggo? What's up, you fucking gun-toting fucking weirdo?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's up, Matt?
What's up? Let me finish this list. Is that okay?
Yeah, I just smoked a fat bowl. I'm high as hell right now. I wanted to be on your level.
No doubt. So that's number 4. Man, what, Froggo, would you be cool if somebody was creating Mr. Froggo is a rapist.com and then linking it back to your YouTube channel?
No, I think that's a little bit extra for those guys, but I mean,
There you
I've had
go.
a lot of the same type of shit directed towards me for poking the bear too much.
And it's
And I
not
think
it's not
Ethan gave you the
appropriate.
same
There's a certain
criticism
what was his criticism?
that you kind of feed the trolls a little bit too much, and he's given me the same criticism in the past too. But
But
I
it's
mean,
like
Riley's a
nobody.
psychopath.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody is saying like, "Hey, you blocked them," right? So I blocked them, and for several weeks I didn't say anything while they were doing a whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean? So it's like at a certain point I had to start saying something because they were making multiple videos about me and shit. So it's like I don't say anything. I block them. I wait like a month, and then finally, when I start saying shit, it's like, "Oh, you're feeding them." It's like they've already been fucking spiraling already. So I don't know. It's crazy.
It's always crazy around indie comics. I mean, we've
It
all been
shouldn't
there.
be. It really shouldn't be, though.
It's
Like
just the
the
internet. Like, there's
craziness.
so many autists. Like, you can't help the autism. Like, it's just everywhere.
Yeah, I know. I love watching Love on the Spectrum. You watch that show?
No, I still haven't. I've heard about like or Anna and Cecil talking about it. You talked about it on stream.
I
Like, it
like it.
sounds like an interesting show. I haven't checked it out though.
Yeah, it's like dude, you watch a couple of seasons of that, and it's like these people need to be protected and like taken care of. You know what I mean? Like they're not. I'm not saying they're like retarded. I'm just saying they're like on a different level. They think about shit differently, and I think they could be easily exploited and talked
Yeah, and I have
too much
autistic
shit.
family members too, so like, I don't want to see any autistic people be exploited either.
Yeah, I'm not asking for crazy shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not getting crazy over somebody's artwork in their book. I'm not getting crazy over anything like that. Like it's real simple stuff like jokes about fucking kids. I don't like rape fucking humor, and it's real simple shit. I don't like sexual exploitation. You know what I mean? It's super simple. So I don't get it.
Hey,
So
going back to the veto stuff, or you talking
the
about?
yeah, the veto stuff. Some Riley made some jokes as well. When he first showed up, he came over onto Dark Gifts channel and was screaming about what Vic did and what he had done, and like how he was like gonna buy Vic's artwork because of it. It was fucking gnarly, dude. And like I'm just like not sure like what the joke was and what the shtick was. And it's just gotten like worse and worse.
Yeah, I think Riley's just a psychopath.
Dude.
I think that's a simple way to explain it.
So number 5, impersonating other artists and making fake accounts is vile, Matt. Well, I never impersonated anybody's account. I never impersonated anybody. So that one I need to see receipts. That's some shit that like Liam was saying that I was impersonating Vinny Tartamello and that I was like fucking with his pirate campaign. And I just wasn't. You know, I've never fucking made accounts like that.
I've often been accused of making alt accounts and stuff too, but I've never had alt accounts. Or if you knew me from early CG, before I knew what Comicsgate was, I was accused of being an alt of your boy Zach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I got a mass flagged by Renfamous because I was using my real name like a retard because I didn't know how Twitter was, and I got banned. And so I came back as Joe Frago. And a lot of people falsely think that I came back as Joe Frago because of Ethan Van Sciver. It's close
Mm,
to my real name, which I'm not going to say on here, but
sure.
like yeah, that was the thing, and it was kind of a joke because Ethan was saving frogs from his swimming pool at the time, and I made a joke that I was a frog that after I made the account, Joe Frago was already an account, and then I joked that Ethan saved me from his swimming pool and blessed me with sentience. That was like the sort of inside joke. But because of that, a lot of people accused me of being an alt of Ethan. He even showed it on stream last night when Mark Brooks was like, "You have all these alt accounts talking shit," and Ethan was like, "You mean like Froggo or Frogman or this or that? Like that's not me." And they were talking about me because I sort of weighed into that thing where they're like, "You're an alt of Ethan Van Sciver," so I kind of joked off of that.
Yeah. It's funny that he's using the word vile because I've been using the word vile recently to like describe some of the shit that some of these people have been doing.
But with the alt account things too, that's a lot of projection because the people accusing us of using alt accounts to stir shit up are the people that are using alt accounts to stir shit up,
Yeah.
which we've found multiple times in the past. Like Preston Poulter had a couple alt accounts. Testify used a lot of alt accounts back when he was alive, and like a lot of the shit stirs, like we found out that they were using alt accounts because a lot of times they would forget to switch. Like they'd answer a question to their main account with their alt account because it only takes a few clicks to switch back and forth from your alt to your main. So sometimes they would forget. Preston Poulter did the same thing because he was flirting. I made a Joanna Frago account as a joke a while back as a female, and he was like flirting with it because he's too stupid to realize it was me, and it was really gross. But then he forgot to switch back, and he answered back as his main account, so that was kind of funny.
Mm. Yeah, and don't impersonate other artists. Making fake accounts. I've just had this one.
Yeah, and I never believed that bullshit when they said that about you. Like I know we've had arguments in the past, but like as soon as they started throwing out that like alt account accusation, I was like, I've been there, brother.
I mean,
I know what it's like.
we did have it wasn't just me, it was like me and Vinny and Sunsworn. We did have an account for like 24 hours called Art Buckwald. But like, you know, that shit lasted for like 24 hours and then it got deleted.
And that was my Joanna Frago account too. I made it as like a joke, but then I started getting people unironically offering to send me money or like sending me creepy DMs. Like it's got to be
Yeah.
hard out there for girls because like I'm a dude that was just like joking of a character in my universe that I wrote, and even just as like a joke, I had dudes like Preston Poulter and like weird Indian dudes sending me DMs like, "What's your Cash App? Like,
Ew.
send me
Oh,
money."
fuck.
And one of them, I was like, "Bro, like I'm a dude. I'm just like joking around." And they said, "I'll still send you money if you can pretend." Like I'll pretend. I was like, "What the fuck? Fuck no!" So I deactivated that account. I was
Yeah,
like,
we
"That
just
got
we
fucking
were it
weird."
was like I didn't know anybody in Comicsgate at the time, and so we were just like talking shit to everybody for like 2 days. And then because I didn't have an account yet. And then once I turned that account off, then I've just stuck with this one the whole time. But yeah, I haven't impersonated anybody. And the only account that I have right now and most of my life is this one right here. But everybody knows about the Art Buckwald. Like, it's not fucking vile. Like, everybody knew about it, and we were like cracking on shit like fucking Rob Willis. Like, Rob Willis was like, "Hey, he like made a comment about jerking off before he went to the gym," and so we were like, "Hey, why don't you fucking work on your comic book instead of jerking off?" It was like shit like that, you know. But yeah, it's not vile, dude. And it definitely wasn't impersonating artists. I would never do that. Would never try to like fuck with somebody else.
Yeah, well, that's what they do. Like, I don't know how much you know about me, but I used to be in all the War Campaign DM rooms, and one thing
That's
they
what,
pushed
yeah, that's what
heavily.
I heard was like every like something like that where everybody was like, you got to have fucking 10 accounts,
Yeah, they
right?
pushed for especially the creatives. Like they would say like, don't respond to trolls or talk shit on your main account. Like make an alt account and use that to stir up trouble. And that's sort of what they did. So like a lot of people in those rooms, like if something you posted had like 10 of them talking shit to you, it was actually only 5 of them because they were using their alts to talk shit back.
Yeah, I think I might pull back on like interacting with people who don't have like their names, you know, or their faces on their Twitter account.
Well, that, and you can also look and you'll see like newly created accounts, or you'll see they have like 5 followers since like 2011. You'll see stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
something I've learned over the years with like people talking shit or threatening me, and it's like then I click on their account and it's like you got 5 followers and 8 years on this app. Like you're clearly not someone worth responding to.
So number 6 is Ethan isn't your father. Why is he always on your mind? Well, I know he's not my dad. I know that. My dad's way fucking cooler than Ethan. And he's not always on my mind. So there's your
Is your
answer.
dad cooler than Ethan's dad?
Is my dad cooler than Ethan's dad? I would say
Yeah,
so.
Holiday's pretty cool. I don't know, man.
I'm sure he is. I don't know. I don't know him. You know what I mean? I don't know Ethan really. I know my
He was
dad
on
though,
Ethan's
and I know
stream the
my
other
dad
day again.
fucking is dope as shit. And it's like, no, you think about Ethan more, like, bro. My dad's about to have open heart surgery. I'm fucking thinking about him a lot more than I am of Ethan.
Yeah, I pray that goes good, brother.
Thanks, dude. Thanks. He's a big guy, you know. He's a big tough fucking firefighter. Fire chief,
Nice.
retired. So I'm okay, but it's a surgery, it's a procedure for sure. But appreciate
Yeah,
it.
surgeries are always scary. I've had a lot of
Yeah.
them over the years.
And it's not that I like think about Ethan a lot. I don't think about him that much at all. But it just seems like when I'm on Twitter, people are constantly fucking coming at me, dude.
Yeah, it's the same for me too. Like you commented about the gun thing, which was kind of funny, but like that
That's the only thing I've
that
heard about you recently was like we fucking butted heads and I was like, fuck this guy. And you were probably like, fuck this guy. And we blocked each other or whatever. But then the last thing I saw was you like loading a gun, a revolver, like heading to some fucking dude's house. Like,
no, like
oh shit.
they were coming at me hardcore that day, like dozens of accounts, and they were talking shit. They said, "Oh, you're a broke fat loser. You're a fucking piece of shit. Your kids are vermin. You deserve to die. Like we're gonna come to your house and beat your ass." And one of them actually posted my street address, which was why I responded in the way I did, was because I seen it, and when I clicked on it, it disappeared, and it said this account no longer exists, and like it just went away. And like I didn't make a big stink of that, but I was just like, all right, so you motherfuckers are saying you're gonna come to my house. And in that video, I was just like, we can have a conversation. We can just talk. Let's have a fucking conversation. Like, where do you live? You're coming to my house. And I
Yeah.
shouldn't have responded in that way because people are using that for victim bait. Like, oh my God, look how crazy these people are. It's like, well, You threatened to come to the place where my kids are asleep, which was their words. We're coming to the place where your kids are sleeping. And it's like, yeah, you're going to threaten an American man to show up at a man's house where his kids are sleeping. Don't be surprised if the man is loading a revolver and ready for you to fucking start some shit. I knew they weren't really showing up. I've dealt with it for years and years and years. These numerous times, even mainstream accounts like Donnie Cates back in 2018, I think, infamously threatened to punch me in the face because he said, like, "Oh, you're just another Comicsgate Nazi, and you know what we do to Nazis? We punch them." And I responded with a picture of myself because he called me a white supremacist, and I'm a big Native American dude. I was just like, "Yo, like I'm 6'2", 200 plus pounds. I'm not white. I'm not a white supremacist, and you sure as fuck aren't gonna punch me." And then of course they use that as like, "Oh, look at this guy who's threatening violence." It's like, you're the one that threatened the violence, motherfuckers. Just like this Mark Brooks
Well, that's
shit
the
with the
troll.
recent con
That's the whole
shit.
troll of it. You know what I mean? Like, hey,
They bait you. They bait
they
you.
bait you. Yeah. So the whole like rape Matt Barr and then transitioning to Matt Barr as a rapist, it's all just like it's all baiting, you know. But
Yeah, I remember Camelot got banned for the same thing for the rape stuff because they were talking about how like, or that's what Camelot's main account got banned for, is because there was a post about a burglar that broke into someone's house and then the homeowner raped the burglar.
Jesus.
And then Camelot said like, "Yeah, if you break into my house, I'll rape you too." That's how he lost his main account, because they banned him for threats of violence.
And I don't give a I don't try, and I've had the interaction with Ethan where he's like, don't want to get involved with other people's fights, and it's like, yeah, cool, no problem. And then he's in the fucking fight. You know what I mean? Like, people are like, why are you bringing Ethan into this? And it's like, I didn't, not at all. So like, when they're doing rape, when they're doing their rape videos and stuff, and he just kind of shows up, hey, what's going on? How's it going? Then leaves, and then when they're offering and sending money, like he didn't have to bring me up, right? Like, oh, hey, when they're sending memberships in, let me go ahead and also mention that they're fighting Matt Barr. It's like, what? Like, why are you fucking talking shit about me while they're fucking sending you money? It just seems fucking weird, when you're like, hey, I don't want to get involved. It's like, well, then why are you mentioning my name? Like, why are you making up shit about me? So, so then the morning when I woke up and somebody was like, yeah, man, Ethan was talking shit about you again last night when Mint Salad sent in memberships. And it was like, what the fuck? So I'm watching it and it's like, hey, I'm not going to say anything because they're sending thousands of dollars to support the campaigns. And it's like, oh, okay. So that's what it is. So they're sending you thousands of dollars and I'm not. Like that's the point. And then I saw the Matt Barr is a rapist.com. And then that's when I fucking I DM'd him. But when I DM'd him, I hit like the button at the top, that said call. Because I was fucking pissed as shit. But I didn't call his phone. I didn't call like the number that I had. I just hit that button at the top. I was like, maybe he's fucking sitting at his desk. I want to fucking hear his voice when I'm fucking yelling at him. But he didn't answer, and so I sent a message, and like the message started off with me calling him a fat fuck, and then that's when he replied with "You're done, faggot." And I was like, "All right." So yeah, dude, I was like, so I blocked her, and when I blocked her, it like kicked me out of the CG green room. It not kicked me; it kicked her, right? So when it kicked her out of the CG green room. So I'm just like trying to avoid these people. I block them. It kicks her out of the CG green room. She runs to Ethan and starts fucking like crying and doing whatever, jiggling. And so then Ethan comes to me and is like, "Yeah, hey, I gotta kick you out of that room because I want mint salad in that room instead of you." Basically, like I can't have you like kicking people out, or I can't. And I was like, I wasn't. All I did was block this chick because I don't want to fight. That was like the whole conversation when he like brought her on and she started spurging out. And it was like, do you see why I'm blocking this chick? So that's the fucking second time I've been removed from the CG green room. And so yeah, it's not like I think about him a lot. It just seems like he interjects his shit into everything.
Well, he's at the circle of all these dramas and fights and arguments, and a lot of people drag him into it. As we've seen over the years. So
Yeah,
I'm sure
dude.
he's kind of sick of it, but it's not
Like,
necessarily
we have
your
just like
fault.
we just have like a weird track record of just like PTP, like, hey, Matt Barr, why are you fighting everybody? And it's like, I'm not fighting everybody, but it's like, why are you like snuggling up with everybody that I fucking have an issue with? Right?
Well,
Like, so like,
PTP is a piece of shit.
dude, PTP was, so he was doing some shady shit. And I said, dude, I don't want to fucking, and I was like super professional about it. I said, once I'm finished with these pages for Last of the Seekers, I don't want to do anything else with you. Right? I don't want to do anything else. Once I finish this book. And he was like, all right, man, yeah, no problem. So I finished the pages. I finished like the book, right? And he like asked for the pages to be done on a certain date, and I fucking hit that date. No problem. Awesome. Thanks a lot. Right. And then I find out that he's like telling everybody that I quit a book that I never started. And that I quit this other job, and that like we were like talking about it, and like I never drew anything. So he was like trying to blame me for their whole like scheduling to be fucked up, and telling people that I quit.
He's
So
just
I was
another
like,
one of
what
the
the
many
fuck?
people in this drama free. It's always these people that are like drama free. I'm drama free.
He's
Unlike these
drama
guys, I'm
free, dude.
drama free. They're always the ones that are the most embroiled in the drama, and they're the ones in the DM rooms starting shit.
Oh, we saw that in his DM group, that his shit talking. So it's like Patrick is like telling Ethan this. Ethan is telling me, I'm like, that's not fucking true. I didn't start any book. I'm done. Everything I promised him, I finished. And he's like, oh, okay, well, that's what he's telling me. And then what does Ethan do? He goes and has lunch with the dude. It's like, Ethan, this guy's a fucking lying piece of shit. Okay. And he goes has lunch with him. So it was like, all right, whatever. And then now what is he? He's fucking, party time Patrick or whatever the fuck he calls him. Now it's all like anti-Patrick. I don't know. So I guess that's it. So then, like, hey, this is fucking Skulla King J Dollar. So that's J Dollar. That's Justin. Dude, once again, right the whole time. Dude, it's funny because, like I was saying, this is the second time I got kicked out of the green room by Ethan. The first time I got kicked out of the green room was because of this fucking piece of shit.
For him, of all people,
Dude, he's like, Matt Parr, nobody likes you. You don't know how to hang out with guys. Like, what? Nobody fucking trusts you, dude. What are you talking about? So I'm in the green room. Joe Ball is in the green room. And this is stuff that fucking J Dollar and fucking Joe Ball have admitted. So it's not shit that I'm making up. So Joe Ball is in there, and fucking Joe Ball starts screenshotting shit that I'm saying in the DM, and he's sending it to Justin. And Justin is fucking like tweeting it out, calling me a racist. It was like, what the fuck? I called some guy, this white guy. He was like doing anime and shit, and he was like trying to be a total weeb, and I called him a wonton. Like he wants to be a fucking Asian person, but he's not. So I like made that joke. So J Dollar starts tweeting out fucking shit that Joe Ball is giving him. I was like, what the fuck? So I go into the DM, and I'm fucking pissed off, and I'm going off on Joe Ball. And then fucking Anna gets all pissy. This is when Anna like starts to hate me. Anna gets all pissy, and like a couple of other people fucking like leave the room. And when they leave the room, Ethan is like, hey, I know this was fucked up, but like you can't come into my room like yelling at people like that. Like you need to leave. I was like, okay.
I actually lost my last account because of racism, which was bullshit. But sort of a similar situation, except for instead of an Asian, it was a white European woman that called herself a spirit bead maker, and she was posting about how white people enslaved Native Americans and like all Native Americans in America are slaves and they're oppressed. And I responded, now I didn't even realize she was white at first, but I was just like, I don't feel like I'm oppressed. It's like I got a good job, I got a family, you know, I take care of myself. I don't feel oppressed in America. I'm Native American. And she was just like, oh, you don't understand because you're just too ignorant to realize that you're a slave. I was like, what the fuck? And I looked at her profile. It was a straight up white lady from Europe who lived in the UK who supposedly made necklaces and shit. And I was just like, who the fuck are you as this white woman to tell me that I'm a victim in America as a Native American? You're not even American, let alone Native American. And she said she grew up near indigenous tribes so that she knew more than me. And I just said, like, fuck off with your white savior complex. And I got banned for racism for saying fuck off with your white savior complex. And that's how I lost my last account that had 1,500 followers.
You want to hop in here, Pete? What's up, dude?
Yeah, come in, Pete. I can't see the chat. I'll say hi to the chat though. What's up, chat? I'm smoking the Mike Tyson vape that I bought. Because Sturgis said I was gay for smoking cigarettes, so I thought I'd fix my life.
I mean, is it a lost cause?
Vape instead.
Fucking Jay, I'm just fucking curious. You know, like this guy wants to start listing off shit and asking questions. Like I'm here to answer them. You know. I got family. I can't tonight. No, I'm right here, right now, dude. I have shit planned tonight too. You can go back.
I just thought I'd come in and say hi because I seen all the drama, and I figured.
I mean, it's like, do I write a whole tweet replying to this guy, or do I just fucking make a video? You know, and then keep moving, and that's what I did. If he wants to go back,
a lot of shit gets lost in text. Sort of like between me and you, like we've had some disagreements, and it's like easy to get shit twisted and responding with short form.
Dude, you know why? You know the original reason why fucking Justin is poopy pants with me? So we fucking met. We went out to dinner, right? It was at a comic convention. Everybody was going to see Frega. Andy Smith was there. Justin showed up. Him and his wife showed up. So we all had dinner. Then later on, he showed me like a logo. You know, I offered to redo it, right? And he was like, "Yeah, absolutely." I did the logo. The price of the logo was like whatever he wanted to pay me. And so once I finished the logo, I was like, "All right, there you go. Like, there's a logo." And then he was like, "Hey, like I'm between jobs and I don't want to dip into my savings right now." Like there was some kind of fucking like money thing where like he couldn't pay. Right? And I'm like, "Yeah, no problem, man. Okay. It's not that big of a deal." Right? So I fucking I sit on the logo. I think maybe 2 weeks go by, right? And I'm like, "Hey, like what's up with this logo? Like are we good or what? Like do you?" And I think it was like, "Hey, like is there anything else you need with this logo?" You know what I mean? That like it was like a gentle fucking knock, you know what I mean? Because I didn't like just fucking shit sitting there, right? So, hey man, like is everything all right with this logo? You need anything else? No, no, no. And then he paid me, right? And then after he paid me, like he fucking started like just totally going hard against me in like other people's fucking chats and shit. And then finally, when it found out, like, yo, what was wrong with you, dude? Like, why did you fucking get shitty with me? And it was like he didn't like the way I was like pushing. He didn't like the way I was like asking about the fucking money once I'd finished my job. And it was like, that's it. That's your fucking beef with me? Is that like that's why you decided to fucking start doing gay ops with Joe Ball? is because I asked you nicely when you were gonna fucking pay me for a job I finished for you? Like, what the fuck? So, his fucking playbook is basically like nobody likes you and you don't know how to hang out with men. Those are his two plays that he like uses over and over. So fuck that guy. I'm so fucking sick of that fucking weasel.
Yeah, I
But
wanted
I
to
don't
address
mind, dude.
something
I
in
don't
the
even
chat.
mind. Like if we fucking like I've been on streams with him and it's like, oh, you act like a woman. And it's like, bro, I've been on streams with him where like his feelings get hurt and he fucking won't say anything. Like Tony will say something and he'll get poopy pants and he'll just fucking sit there and not fucking say anything the rest of the stream. Like he's done that several times. It's just fucking childish and such a fucking baby. And he's just fucking dishonest. So let him be right. What's up? What are you addressing?
I clicked on the chat option. I'm on my phone, so I can barely see, but I seen this Garfield guy talking shit, saying that I bring kids into my internet arguments, and it's like, no, these motherfuckers brought up my kids. They're saying they're coming to my house. They're talking shit about me, saying I'm a broke, fat, short fucking loser. They said that my kids are vermin. And they said that, and actually, one of them threatened to call CPS on my kids. And I was kind of laughing at that shit. And with Sturgis talking shit, saying that I'm short and fat and a loser. And so I asked my kids, like, hey, look at this guy calling me a short, fat loser. Like, what do you guys think? And I recorded it. And they said he looks like a potato. And my one niece said, like, he looks
Dude,
Jewish.
I love a lot of people, dude. I like a lot of people. It's so simple. It's so fucking simple. I don't, and maybe one day Pete will understand. It's very simple. I don't like
Yeah, back to
pedo
my point.
humor. I
I
don't
didn't
like
bring my
fucking
kids into it.
normalization of
You
shit.
guys did.
Yeah, even if they bring it in, it's not a good idea to bring them in.
Yeah, I was just telling them, like, if you're on the internet, you gotta deal with psychos like this and all that stuff.
My
And it
kids
was
aren't
just
going
kind
to
of
be on the
funny.
internet, dude.
They weren't on the internet. It
I'm
was
gonna
just
make
like
sure
audio.
they're not ever on the internet. Not like
But
this.
that's the new way they twisted it. They're like, you brought your kids into this. Like, no, you brought my kids into this. My kids just said that the guy looks like a fucking potato.
Well, dude, all you had to if somebody was like, Matt Barr, you're a rapist. No, I'm not. Oh, you're saying you're not. You've got closets full of fucking skeletons. You know what I mean? It's like, what? Give me a fucking break, man. And again, most of these people don't have their names there.
It's just like when you get called racist, like you can't deny being racist because then they're just gonna be like, oh, so you're not racist? That means you're
Right.
racist. It makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, man. You're gonna have to go back and read this, Pete, because I don't want to go back over this. You'll have to go over the video. But I think you have a real fixation of your own that you need to focus on. Rather nice art, and then it's just nothing but these fucking chicks and them doing shit. It's fucking bizarre, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of psychotic
Focus on your own
people
issues.
around, myself included. But I'm gonna have to head out. I just thought I'd come in and talk because talking's always easier than tweeting.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is content rather than just like a tweet, isn't? So why not? The 58 people watching, cool. Got some more viewers. Probably lose some
Yeah, what up,
subs,
chat?
but it is what it is. Just not gonna bow down, dude. I just think this whole new CG shit is gross, and I don't see why I should be quiet about it. And everybody who fucking steps up and is like they want to say shit about it, then to me they're just more pedo sympathizers. Not really, but it's just like I'm not a prude. It's just super simple shit, super simple shit that I said earlier. So I'm not going to repeat myself. I'm ready to go too. But thanks for showing up, Joe. I appreciate it.
No problem. Maybe
All right,
we'll talk
buddy.
again sometime, but I'm gonna head out.
Take it easy, buddy.
All right. Peace out, chat. Peace out, Matt.
Yeah, you got called in here, Dark Gift. You got called out in this on number 2. But don't worry. I talk shit about that. It was a bad scene, man. And you had to deal with it. And a lot of people stepped up and helped you. A lot of people in the slums stepped up and helped you fill in the gaps and make sure that your books were complete and that he was out of them. So that's crazy. What else? We done? I guess we're done. I got some other shit to do. Pedo abuse sympathizers. I don't know. There people are like, man, what's your problem? What is your fucking problem? And it's just like, what? What are you talking about? What is my problem? I'm getting fucking rape threats to rape websites. I'm seeing these people generating goodwill with Ethan with super chats and memberships, all while fucking attacking other creators within Comicsgate. Yeah, I'm seeing this, and nobody and other people are seeing it. But there's a lot of people who I guess like aren't, or they don't care. It's weird. And instead of him just like taking a step back and not being involved, he takes a step forward and fucking just starts stirring it and gets absolutely involved. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. You guys have a good rest of your day. Everybody who's celebrating Easter, enjoy your Easter day. Think about the carpenter in your heart. Be honest. Be brave. Anything else? Anybody else? Beep bop bop. We're gonna go. All right. I put the link out on Twitter. Going once, going twice. All right. I'm going back to work later.